What is going on, everybody? I'm gonna get the mic hot a little bit early this time. Matter of fact, I might just jump into the stream a little bit early this time. But this is a really weird thing. I promise I didn't do this like completely on a whim. I planned from the last stream to come back today. And lo and behold, I find that we have not just Suzuka. Not just Suzuka. Let me go ahead and just turn on the camera now. Not just Suzuka. Great to see you guys, everyone. We have 50 minutes of Suzuka. We have a 20-lap race, GT3 cars, 2x fuel, 3x tire, mediums, and it seems like the M6 is the hot car. And today I'm going to get over myself and drive the hot car, because why not? So, if you've never been here before, my name is Blake. I'm here for the Little Regret channel. We race hard, we regret little, and we keep pushing. And I'm excited. I'm genuinely just over the moon today to be able to run this combo. Just to kind of be able to stream and be able to be here for you guys. So everyone on Twitch, seems like we're going good over here. YouTube looks like it may or may not be running. I haven't seen anything from the Facebook side. Okay, never mind. Facebook gave me a no-no. So yep, that one just popped up. Love it. All here for it. I'm not going to waffle on too much longer because that's not my style. I do want to give it a little bit more time to kind of just settle, for everyone to kind of get in, get cozy. And just, you know, find space to hold space for each other. Speaking of space, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of space to be making moves, but we've got a few coming up here. So if I go ahead and flip over to the actual proper stream screen, there we go. Good to see it. You can see on the track map, which is mildly obscured by our chat, really our biggest passing opportunities are going to be, if you're brave, you can get turn 1 done, but that's really not a smart one. So just going to be Dunlop hairpin, it's going to be spoon, and really the best part, the absolute best part if you ask me, is that you can really play a tactical game. Like, you can make people think, and you can make them think a lot, because your run out of a corner matters a lot here. So you actually aren't really trying to attack too many entries, but you're trying to really be precise on exits. Don't be the one to blink first and all that. So, we don't have a whole lot of time to set a good time, and we need to set a good time. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. Like I said, we're going to be in the M6 for this race, the endurance variant. I think the sprint model is actually slightly more favorable, but I think that they're quite close, even when they're VOP'd, and everything tends to work out pretty well in either way. Seems like the GTR is also a factor here. I don't know if the Genesis is strong or not in the meta. I mean, I imagine it's strong in the bot right now, but I don't know if it's going to be great for this race. And we're all still just figuring it out. Like, it's literally day 1. So we're just going to go ahead and do this race, and then once we do this race, we're going to go ahead and hit some boards. And that'll probably be our stream. I'm not going to be here for a long time. I'm going to be here for a good time. And I think that we have an opportunity to really set some good race pace. So let's go ahead and make sure that we've got everything set up the way we need it. Assists are good. There's nothing really to do with car setup, just brake balance today. So no suspension settings or the like. We'll go ahead and try +2 for starters. And as we get connected for free, like Education Connection, we're going to try and find out what the limitations of the car are, how it feels, what it's going to do, and where we can go with it. I didn't even see what the requisite times are as far as a lap, but I just want to put it somewhere for right now. I'm honestly just going to give it like 2 flyers. So like this lap is going to be sort of my sighter, the next one's going to be my flyer. We're going to check times, and we're going to go back. So I don't think we can load any ghosts in, and that's fine. So there's more grip than I thought initially. I'm driving pretty soft. I'm sure you're looking at this like, this is lethargic. Like, how are you on A+ pace? That's a great question. It's a wonderful question. I don't know. So I think the answer is that we might not be, but we're going to get up to there. And more importantly, it's a long, long race. So attrition is going to be crucial here. We just want to make sure we're not on the wrong side of that. The best way to do it is to start really pushing up to the limit and understanding where it's at so we don't accidentally run into it. We have the luxury that, you know, a reset's not going to cost us, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's going to cost us valuable time to set laps, but that's really about it. But I'm okay with binning a couple if it means we have a better understanding of the car and where it's at. Also, there's a little snap there, so we got something now on the exit of Spoon. And it's hanging tough. It's doing pretty good. So I'm all here for it. Meanwhile, coming up to this here. Oh, that's a lot of grip. A lot of grip there. You can probably stay close to 250 kph through there, or about 140 and change if you're in American units. Okay, so that was an lap. That was an lap. We're going to see what we can do with it. I know we can go a lot faster in the first sector, so let's start there. Even, yeah, like I'm still not driving turn 1 as hard as I should be. Got a little loose there, put the inside wheels up on the curb. Try to give it too much gas. I feel like I'm fighting it, but realistically what's probably happening is I'm just not pushing it hard enough. It's giving me some indices that maybe it's starting to run out of grip, but there's still plenty to go around, it seems like. And the car feels very, very well composed right about now, so I'm happy for that. Yeah, certainly not the best exit there. But that is A-okay. We know that the car will start to get loose and spun up and have issues if we get crazy. You don't know until you try. It's also been a little bit of a minute since I've driven this car seriously. That should change, but I'm okay with that for the moment. I also want to put a new livery on this thing, but I'll make that a mission for another day. Okay, so we'll probably have time for like 2 more laps after we check times. If we can load a ghost, great, but I'm not expecting to. 2 minutes, 0.2. I feel like it's a pretty sedate time, but let's just try and improve it a little bit more. Even if we have a modest qualifying time, I'm cool with that. Of course, Fitzy has us shown up. I'd say he's a pretty good benchmark for where our pace should be at. 58.3 is the time to go off of right now. I'm ahead of the rest of my friends' board, but it's also Monday. Like I said, it's day 1. So 57.2 is the fastest in the world. So I think 58 is pushing. So if we can just get it firmly into the 59s, I'll be happy. Can I load any of these ghosts? Is that a possibility? Yes, I can. Alrighty. Okay, I think that's that. We don't need to spend too much more time dwelling on it. If we're lucky, we'll get 3 laps out of this. As long as I don't bin it. That's really the question here. So let's just try and be a little bit more aggressive across the board. There's our ghost that we're chasing now. Hunt is on. Immediately way quicker than our ghost. Not a bad entry. Could have maybe gotten some more out of the exit there, but I'm certainly not mad at it. Yeah, I think there's, in a lot of ways, I'm leaving something on the table. But the car is really, really tame. Like, this is a lot easier to drive than I expected. This thing really likes the medium tire. So we got a pretty good amount of time up on the Ghost. We're starting to really lose the Ghost car that we're chasing. Much better exit, though. Let me try and spot check. We're about a second down. We're about a second down off the Ghost currently. I imagine it's going to fall to about 1.5, and I'm perfectly content with that. Besides, this is not our last lap or anything. If we're immediately improving, that's already a good sign. Seems like we can bring it over to the left. Car seems to like that. And straighten it out. Coming up to 130R. Make sure you get that turn done early. We've gone slightly hotter into the Casio triangle. Firmly into the 59s, just where we need it to be. Alright, so that was a little easier than I thought. I just wasn't driving quite hard enough. Oop, that's fair. That's fair. Take the mistake, make the mistake. But I think that we have effectively shafted ourselves out of another shot at a lap. That was our only real opportunity to get 3 laps in, so this next one is going to be our final lap. But again, we immediately hit the target that we were looking for, so let's just try and make some incremental improvements. The 59.0 would be stellar right about now. Oh, goodness gracious. Yep, I had that little wiggle. I tried to put too much gas in it and it immediately started to go. I had to gather it up way too early in the corner, and kind of that rode everything else. Oh, why do I do these things? Now I'm starting to think about it too much. Doing the most, as it were, as the kids say. Oh, I think I got actually a better run to the line that time around. You can see him up on my own Ghost. That was worth a try. That was worth me trying that, at least. The question is, did I screw myself out of being able to complete a lap? It's going to be very close to the line. They might let me finish it, but it might not count. It's going to be exceptionally close. The point now is to get a clean lap and not a stonker. Yeah, I really kind of messed that one up, but that's okay. It happens. It's not like I still can't gain time on this. It almost feels like this thing is just like lethargic when it comes to power, though. And that's unfortunate. So I don't think we're going to make an improvement here, but that's okay. All things considered, I'd rather it just be something than nothing. Because, yeah, this lap kind of fell apart pretty quick. Yeah, that's a shame. I genuinely think that I could have gotten it down to a 58 if I had really put the lap together, but sometimes it just doesn't come together. I'd also rather not be, like, grossly overqualified. Since I'm still also learning this. Our goal should absolutely be just consistency over everything and not trying to force the damn narrative. But, you know, the heart wants what the heart wants and all that. Anyway, that's going to put us P3. We've got a second pretty much on the next car behind. And none of them seem to really be on meta. We've got... Excuse me. It seems like we've got some interesting drivers. We have an A+ starting from the back. But the rest are mostly just A's and B's kind of in here. Ooh, I thought that was a problem for a second. Gonna do +2 on the brakes. And I think we're gonna have to pit, but I'm not certain. I mean, it's 20 laps. It's. I'm not sure I've ever done a race at Suzuka that's quite this long online. Though I deserve to have done. I wish I had done previously, so I'm excited for this. Okay. Well, nothing to it but to do it. As they say. I'm gonna go ahead and unzip this right now because I already know I'm gonna get like quite overheated / stressed. And the last thing I need is precisely that. I'm pretty confident we're going to need a save fuel. Like, I don't think we're gonna have enough to get to the end. Point blank period. If the pace advantage that we're looking at is real, then we're gonna be just fine. Pit required of GT7. Gotcha. How's it going, by the way, Jack? Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you showing up. We'll try and convert here and see what we can get away with. It's never a guarantee, but I'm here for it. Besides, we're on mediums anyway. These things are not going to last all that long. Especially if it's 3X tire. Interesting liveries up here, though. I like it. Nice and soft into one. Not losing too much time. Actually gaining a little bit on the cars behind. Or the cars ahead. Porsche has a moment behind us, and we're just going to focus on what's ahead. And like I said, this is an attrition race, so I don't want to be going out early. Just build the gap at the moment, and all that. The other thing is that there are probably a lot of cars behind that didn't set a particularly amazing qualifying time that have the pace. Ooh, that was a little bit wide. We're fine, but you want to be wary of those things. Yeah, just get that drive off the corner. Let's go ahead and walk if we can. Saying we got 22 laps of fuel, so fuel's not going to be the issue. Tires are, and that's understandable. Don't do that. No fuel needed. Gotcha. We at least had a clean start to the race. That's all we can ask for sometimes. P1 made a bit of a mistake there. Time for us to do something with it. Stay right in the slip. Use this all to my advantage. Beautiful. We broke the toe to fourth. Yeah, you do not mean to be the one making a mistake at Degner 1. It's a bad place to go off. Seems like I'm a bit slow out of there, though, and understandably, it's a crappy exit. No, I could be working that one a touch more, but I don't want to adjust that too much during the race. Yeah, right now, honestly, I just want to focus on my race, run my tires, and just stay in the lane. You can win this by racing smarter and not harder. Oh, and there's a snap, and there it goes. Attrition, ladies and gentlemen. Attrition. The issue is that now takes a lot of pressure off P1 that I kind of had working in my favor. But if we have the pace, we'll get them. If we don't, then we won't. Not much else we can do. I didn't even see where formerly P2 ended up after all of that, but that's not really my business right now. Suggest pit mid-race or when P1 does. Fair enough. Yeah, I think the tires will really just tell the story on that one. I'm just going to try and get as much leverage as I can otherwise. If I'm in touch, then it would probably be way more beneficial to just pit with them so we can work together. Doesn't seem like I need it, but you know, something's better than nothing. Nice and easy. There we go. So we're in for a long race anyway, so just don't want to lose my concentration, run my lines. This is also a great race to run from the back, for the exact reasons of attrition. Like, you have time to wait. Like, you don't have to make the passes happen all that quickly. With it being a 40-some-odd minute race, you know, you can just sit back and let the race come to you in a lot of ways. Lead has got a fastest lap of 59.9. I'm about 7/10 off that right now, and I don't think I'm going to be picking up much pace. Yeah, I feel like I slightly overslowed there, but that's okay. Got a better exit off the corner, but I mean, it is a big straight, so take your dubs. Seems like you can break dead in the middle there, but I don't want to go too deep either. Any and all leverage is kind of good leverage there. It seems like we are holding a decent gap to P3, if not stretching. Oh, why? Frick. Maybe that's where my pace went, because I didn't have my brake balance set at all. Kidding, but maybe not. Yeah, the race is still doing what the race needs to be doing at this stage. I'm still doing a good job. A little frustrating that I really don't have the wherewithal to reel in first, but more or less to be expected. Oh, okay. I think even being a little bit easier on the tires can go a long way. Smart. I picked up a little bit of time there. Let's just keep on digging. That was good T1, T2. Felt better. A little over a quarter, well, we're right around a quarter of the way into the race. I'm starting to feel the tires go that little bit. Like, they just don't feel pristine anymore, and that's fine. I lost quite a lot in just that one sector. Oh well. So yeah. I'm not sure how we got a decent exit out of there, but you know, that's not really my problem to think about. I guess that first gear torque is good, just not great. Not great for traction. Yeah, I feel like that's one of the biggest areas that I'm suffering now, is through the S's. But I'm still in range to capitalize on if there's like a big mistake, which I'm sure P1's wise enough not to make. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're still in a pretty good position to gain quite a bit of rating, though, so I'll take what I can get. Slow through there, that's fine. So I do now, I just want to, like, I'm going to go ahead and admit to myself the race is not with P1 right now. Our race is just to defend P2. Unless they have pretty aggressive tire fall off, I don't need to worry about it. Which, at this stage, they would be wise to just be in the same exact area that I am. Just driving the car carefully. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and pit lap 11 then, with that said. No reason to stretch it out too far. But I'd rather have slightly fresher tires at the end. Plus, if I wait a little longer on the pit cycle, that's going to give me more leverage to not fall back into the middle of the pack. Though we'll see what everyone else is doing. They might play something longer. So I think the key thing I want to avoid is falling into the, you know, like into traffic. Alright, we made some gains there. That's good. Yeah, lap 7 we slowed our pace quite a bit. Yeah, the good thing is that the car feels like it's, even when it has those little snaps, it's still very far in the pocket, so that's good. Easier to keep it where it needs to be. It feels like the laps are just rolling by, but at the same time, that's just because I'm so used to these shorter format races. Like, something like this, a daily race C would usually have it end right on around lap 10. It's kind of the number they like to chase. You would have had a pit cycle already, so it'd be right around 20 minutes. Whereas here, like, we're in the thick of it. We're not even halfway yet. But yeah, tires definitely are just not quite there anymore. So let's just get as much as we can from them while we still have them. And stick to our plan. Hit on lap 11 if we can. Yeah, it's also like really easy to place. This is like exceptionally easy to place on these tires. I think it's also to do with the fact that the degradation is not as intense lap on lap, so like the cars don't feel like it's falling away from you pretty immediately. It's a lot more gradual of a shift. I think the reward is also that like you get a smoother deg that really rewards good driving. So that's what we really need. But we're also 7 seconds off the pace and 8 seconds up the road. Well, I'm glad I felt it going wide. It was very intuitive. You know what happened? My attention freaking snapped. Going in? He's going in. Yeah, I'm only gonna go one more lap. It'd be very unwise for us to do anything else. It also gives us a pretty good sense of what the pit window is, and it seems like it's about 21 to 22 seconds. Because we were about 7 down when they entered the pits, and now we're about 14 up. Yeah. Yeah, the car's looking pretty good. I think I'll probably even turn up the brake balance a little bit further. Yeah, the good news is that we were in a pretty good window when we before the pit cycle started, so we should theoretically come out in a pretty good way. Yeah, XP2's not even there yet. Oh, they also waited, I guess. Is that number correct? I don't know. Well, it's about where it needed to be. I was thinking there's no way we actually gain time, but I guess it was about break even. So now we have slightly newer tires. The goal is just to push them. Push them without pushing the car off the track, that is. I feel like the car's going to feel easier to drive anyhow. Yeah, I should have just spooled it there. Oh well. So, like, that's the one place I'm, like, consistently quicker, is that chicane. But it seems like they're also maybe getting a slightly better exit out of there, too. This is about all I got right now. Ironically, the two places on the lap I got the most practice in, the final corner and the first. Sucks that this one's been a bit of a snooze fest, but I'll take what I can get in terms of rank. Yeah, I think that really the most unfortunate part of this race is that there are only 3 people who are really kind of in our zip code when it came to pace, and one of them is just a little bit too fast for me. And the other one speared off early on. It was very possible they are on the charge back, so I gotta be looking out for that. I mean, I have leverage out the wazoo, but still.
Ooh,
Not
that
gonna
was
lie.
brave.
Bravo, sir. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Luis German. I'm going to try and figure out how to get my pace game together, but right now that's not the mission. The mission is just to get through the race and not get spooked by the sound of my own voice. Alrighty then. Car's feeling quick. The driver's not feeling quick. We can also see the gap to third is starting to run down, so I think that the guy who speared off is effectively back where they need to be. And if I'm not careful, that will become my race, but I think my pace is good enough to continue to defend that through the end. You're gonna see, we're gonna figure it out. I'd do well to actually study a lap properly, though. If they want to do this combo more, or like even just this style of race, obviously not repeat the damn combo, but you know, like 15-minute race, just resets every hour, I'm here for it. Because it also gives you a little bit of extra time to get settled in for... Oh, shoot. It gives you a little bit of extra time to get settled in for the next one. Have some extra qualifying time, too, if you need it. It should be 20 till the top of the hour once we're done. Because right now it's half past. Yeah, you know what? I do think I'm going to do one more of these, and then I'm going to try and get my qualifying time right. Yeah, I could have been going way faster through there this entire time. Once I got the new tires on there. There's a new personal best, but the 59s are there, but I think I'm just afraid to really try and push for them because I know that that could mean an accident. And right now, that's not what I need. Especially if I'm all about this rank grind like I so claim to be. Should be a damn A+ driver. Have been an A+ driver. Just I race too much with my heart and not enough with my head. So this is not going to be one of those times. The other thing to note is I also do have slightly fresher tires. Oh, they're off! Oh, goodness. So that immediately puts us right back in the race. I can't understand why the off would have been that big. I would have expected either a reset or for them to write it a little bit differently, but whatever. I can't really fault it right now. I got 2 seconds and I gotta hold it. And I have 4 laps to do so. So that's gonna be a task, but I think it's still possible. It's in the realm of possibility. But I also want to keep them out of draft for as long as humanly possible. Alright, 4 to go here. Yeesh, I would be kicking myself right about now, honestly. Not my position to say, but I'd be kicking myself. Because he had that so comfortably in hand. They did. Come on, I just need a 59 and I need a win. But I need one of those things more than the other. Though with a Dunlop hairpin like that, I don't know if that 59's happening. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things is slow. Okay. Gaps stayed about the same. Take it while I can, exactly. Remember, I can go a little faster through there, but not much. Yeah, I didn't wait for the car to settle down enough through there. And there's our 59. But I guarantee you, like, car behind is going to start pushing like hell in a few moments. We got 3 laps to go. I can't afford to miss apexes, and I can't afford to ruin exits. That is my focus. Which actually means I should drive a bit, not more conservative, like I should just keep it right where it is. Should not be trying to go faster. Just be trying to hold it. Like I said, pace is good. I also have given up my fair share of wins like that, so I know the feeling. Not there. Not in the same exact place. Yeah, you can. I'm sure that like if you just like watch closely, you can see exactly how much more time they're getting out of every single thing than I am. But that's again, truly not the point. Just get through the dang thing. And I will say I've been driving a touch under my envelope, but like not far, is as far as I feel truly comfortable doing, and that's about it. Alright. Still got 1.8, still no slipstream to worry about right now, but now he's gonna watch the tires. Because those fronts are gonna start barking soon. Bark until the cows come home, I guess. I don't know. I should have known that was coming. Oh well. Good exit out of there, though, at least. Try to just balance it right there. Alright then, I guess we're going to come up to the white flag, still running up front for the moment. Unless we run wide there, that is. That was the closest we got. Closest I care to get. Wasn't really checking fuel this whole time because I felt pretty confident. We have 1.7 coming across the line. Like you were saying, Jack, not going to be a concern. A little easier when you can put that out of your head and just trust it. That might have been one of the things to detract from my focus if I wasn't thinking about it. If I was thinking about it, I mean. And of course, now the stress level rises. Now I'm starting to get nervous. Now I'm starting to feel every bit of it. But, I mean, we kept the gap the same, so it's not like we really do anything else that we haven't done the last 19 laps. Just bring it home. Ideally in one piece. Just keep hitting the same marks that we've been hitting. I'm not sure why the force feedback feels so weak. It might just be the car, but it feels exceptionally weak right now. It has been for this entire race. It feels like it's been that way for the entire race, but just like more so than ever. Maybe it's temperature related, which is possible, but like improbable. Because also it was the entire race. If it turned itself down, it would have been a marked decrease. I can usually feel that. Oh, yeah. So we played the tire game then. Got the woosaw. Woosaw, we played the game. Don't mess up the final two corners. Nice little bit of buffer there. On the brakes nice and early for the Casio triangle. And we held it together. We were not on the pace, but we were on the money. So we're going to bring it across the line, all the way down, and take the flag. Not a challenge at all, not even remotely. Kidding. But yeah, no, that was the kind of drive that I need to have a few more of. That was something to be proud of, I guess. Something to be proud of. We'll see if the next race is as interesting or more interesting. Because there wasn't a whole lot of on-track action, but sometimes those are the best ones. And I do feel like we can get the qualifying pace a little bit better, especially now that we have 20 laps of practice under our belt. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Okay, so I was wrong. So it was a Porsche that was behind us that was catching us at one stage. But the one that was running P2 ultimately finished in 5th. GG's indeed. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for keeping me on track for the race. A little bit of a panic. No, I have a tendency to just kind of manic panic when I'm behind the wheel. Also, that A+ driver, P13 to P4. Good stuff. I respect that. Clean race, win, get our mileage marathon done. We're not quite there yet, but we're right on the cusp. No action's that much better than all else. Yeah, I mean, I'll take leverage. Leverage is never a bad thing to have. I think I'm just a time trial sweat. I'm a time trial sweat some days, and other days I'm like, well, damn, I want an interesting race at least. You can't have both. You really can't have both. Let me actually watch a replay this time around. Let me properly see what people are doing. I'll go ahead and watch the number 2 replay since they're in the same exact car. Maybe get a little bit more from it. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and say if you guys are enjoying the stream, if you're liking what you're seeing, make sure you're going ahead and hit those follow buttons or subscribe buttons or whatever it is. Yeah. Not to say that I'm going to keep you inundated and fresh with all the content, but I do get on here from time to time, and I do like to have races just like those. Sometimes races that are a little bit more wacky than those, but often just, you know, the daily races give us a lot of good opportunities to just practice technique and have a good time. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so they're probably going to keep it in 5th here. Don't even shift up to 6th at all. And my goodness, that was an aggressive entry. Really about half on the brake pressure. And just gearing down as early as humanly possible. All of the track, quite a lot of steering being thrown in it too. Yeah, so if you really just tell the car who's boss, it'll respond. It also rotates that much more on those inside curves. You really have to have enough speed in it for it to work. So if you're not using the curbs at all, you're not doing enough with it. And that's fair. Up to 3rd pretty early out of the Degner 2. Braking just past the entry curb there. Immediately up to 2nd so they can get earlier throttle. Taking a bit more of a natural line, whereas I was favoring a bit more of a late apex. I'll try and incorporate that. And actually brake a little bit past that access road, but not much. So you do want to get your exit set up here. Like, in general, getting your exit set up with this car is going to be pretty... That's also very true, too. Max rev equals more fuel used. That's a great point, Jack. And that's going to help you in the long run. So while I didn't have a lap left when I've crossed the line, I still had like at least 0.6. And you're not going to burn a substantial amount more. And it seems like the BMW just likes to rev anyway. I wouldn't shift too far past the part when it starts blinking, but it does like to rev. Alright then, so we still have a pretty healthy amount of time to do something with it. Let's make it count then. So yeah, second verse, same as the first. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We also might have people getting off for the night because it is getting a touch late over here. You know, 9 p.m. on the West Coast. I think long-term for fuel usage, absolutely. And the funny thing is that you want to kind of be like buddy-buddy with someone so you can work the draft, but also that's going to slightly increase your fuel efficiency, which is actually going to hurt the fuel burn. But that's just going to give you more room to rev it, honestly. Anyways, let me get my gloves back on. I'm also going to try +4 for the brake balance this time. So it's working pretty well in the race. Sometimes 5 just feels like I'm not even getting enough stopping power, but 4 felt like it was the same or better. Almost midnight. Yeah, I feel you. I thought I was going to bang off the limiter, so I clicked up immediately, which was wrong. That was just an incorrect instinct. And probably the best thing I can do for myself is to really understand the turbo lag on a more intimate level, because the better I do that, earlier I'm going to be able to get on power. I also don't need third there. But the only way you're going to learn is by going past the limit a few times. So yeah, I think we'll just do this next race and then we'll call it a stream. Because it's going to be a long one. It's going to start to really test my endurance, and I'm probably going to take off this jacket too. Yeah, I ended up just running wider than I needed to there. Really scrubbing. Fair enough. Alrighty. My bad. Hit the pause button on my keyboard accidentally. I actually want to rev it out a little longer during the race itself. Lost some time there, but mistakes will happen. So yeah, this should be a substantial improvement. We'll see. It looks like it from here. Not huge, but I mean, hey, it's something. So 59,089. Yeah, I'm gonna reset it. That's obviously not a substantial amount of time, but it's gonna be probably necessary for me to better that. Plus, I started inside on that one anyway. Yeah. You know, I know what I was thinking, but I was way too... I wasn't deliberate enough on the brakes. I released them quite a bit too much. Kind of thought I overdid it for a moment. And the car actually took the line, but it didn't really like it. It's a shame, because I got a good run to start. I had to keep too much brakes in it for too long in a roll. Yeah, that's like 2/10 right there. This is ironically about the deficit we had, but if I try and restart now, I'm not going to get a lap at all. Yep, yeah. Well, that's dead now. I'm just going to use this opportunity to take a break. $4.52 in the world is not so bad, though. I'm less than 1.5 off the fastest in America at this stage, so I'll take what I can get. Yeah, I need to take this jacket off because it's going to get much worse, especially if I end up in a race. Always have water ready. Pro streamer tip, always have water ready. Never hurts. But thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Pretty much a little regret across all platforms. I think on Instagram I had to do double underscore, which is stupid, but I mean, hey, we're here. Single underscore on every other platform you can find, and we are racing. I'm usually doing shorts, TikToks, gold guides as I call them, just for all the license tests. Something that I can kind of just do pretty easily. And then I get to kind of focus on the fun stuff, which is all the racing and whatnot on the streams. So I'm going to try and make a goal to just do like probably Mondays and Fridays now. But I'm also in the mid, like I'm prepping for a move, so I can't guarantee it's going to stay the same. But Mondays and Fridays is the goal. That way I still have weekends to race, go out to the tracks if I need to. And still the rest of the week to actually be a responsible human being, which I hate doing, by the way. Sucks. And we can have the real fun, Monday to Friday. And the goal guides, I think, are going to be going up every Friday, thereabouts. That may not be a hard promise, but, you know, it'll be on there. Anyways, we're going to be starting P2 this time around. We actually qualified better than the Porsche that started ahead of us last time. We jumped them. So, thumbs up to that. That 2/10 did mean something at the end of the day. So let's make it count. I think Squirrels is a pretty good driver on the end of it. Run with him a few times. So, hopefully my pace is on. I think our qualifying times are not too far off. Take the old yellow BMW to another podium. And regardless, again, the mission is the exact same. Just don't spin, don't have a moment, don't get caught up in the attrition, and everything else will fall into place. A little wobble there up front, but I don't think that was really for anything. The three of us can just kind of break away, though. I'm cool with that. Might not be so easy, but I'd be happy with it. Already having a moment. Love it. Love it. That's a huge L. Will they try anything stupid? Not if I can help it. But they are in stupid shit range, as it were. Meanwhile, P1's already peacing out. I'd say my goal right now is not to fight too hard. If they want to try and take it, they can. I'm really not going to fight too hard. Because I don't want to lose time to fighting. I'd rather just stick with them. Play the team game here. Burn my fuel and just get to the end of the race. Oop, and they're off. Oh, they're not off. I lied. I got hopeful. Rev that fucker out. Oh, again? What happened? I didn't even see what happened to P3. Damn. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This brake balance is good. It's good. It's better. like I said, squirrels is going to be pretty quick, so our mission might just be to maintain position. We're doing good through the Casio Triangle. We are genuinely just having a good time through there. So just need to keep doing that. Ooh, snap. Literally snap. Not oh snap. Ooh, he literally snapped. Alright, anyways, we're still here. That's all that matters. Lap 3. Woo! Okay, alright. Calm down now. Get a dog wheel, Longy. I might actually go back to +3 on the brakes. Not that it was like better, but it just feels slightly more confidence inspiring. But that's just a me thing. It might be placebo. We're on for now, though, with the pace. On for now. Keeping pressure in it. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I guess people aren't really realizing the merit of jumping that curve. Like, it's you. I'm getting time for free on these guys, and like maybe I'm not getting the best exit, but I'm getting time for free. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! It's all shit. Oh shit, okay. I almost did that to myself. I almost really just killed myself there for no apparent reason. just a big ball him. So I like gained all of that, and then I basically just gave it all right back up. And that's fine. I'm okay with it. I'd rather that fight immediately end. But at the same time, the really smart thing would have been to back off earlier and just slot right behind. Yeah, watch. I'm gonna get A+ this week, and then I'm gonna immediately do something stupid next week, so I'm gonna be feeling myself, and then I'm gonna go right back down to A. And then people are gonna be like, oh, you're doing it on purpose. I'm like, no, not really. I'm just an idiot. At any rate, we just need to keep stretching that gap behind. About 4.6 right now. We're not even a quarter of the way through. You actually see how he entered that corner, like, just that little bit of rotation. Beautiful. Like, chef's kiss. Just love it. All right. And I understeered. Lovely. Jerry seems happy. Alrighty. Let's focus in. Start digging. But that's the other thing, is that if you're in a long race, 10-second gap is not big. Like, I feel like in sport mode, that's usually ginormous. Like, that's, like, mercy rule gap, but, you know, like, crazier and stranger things have happened. So even in a 40-minute sprint. Going for that fast lap. I see you, 59.7. I respect it. I intend to beat it if I can help it, but no promises. I'm going to stick with the same strategy. Either just pit on 10 or 11. One of the two. I'm curious, and I want to pit more on 10, but I also want counter strat. And 11 worked for me last time, so sometimes you just need to take this strategy. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Let's just start pacing up. Not hard, just a little bit. That's all we need. Trying to listen to the car more and just like not let it go anywhere stupid. Because it's tracking super well, like I said. It's really just doing its job. Car is on, driver is okay. And we are extending that gap behind, not extensively, but just lap on lap. That's all we need to do. Yeah, I might not have the pace, but I just need to keep doing what I was doing. Keep doing what I am doing. Yeah, there's one thing that's for sure, and he's wheeling that AMG beyond a shadow of a doubt. So I might have really met my match on this one. But we'll see. We're not even halfway through the race. And we just don't want to get cut out to attrition, so I'm just trying to keep it all in the envelope. The other thing is we're actually holding the gap right where we want it to. It's funny, I felt that understeer, but I didn't believe it. And I almost let it really take me off. Listen, you can have some pretty embarrassing, just like, race-ruining offs at Suzuka. Oh well. Life happens. Just gotta bounce back from that. Running good so far. Trying to leave that margin for error, that's for damn sure. Alright, just give it hammer time. I'm trying not to shift so early. There we go. Yeah. I made like one small adjustment to my driving, and I think that really paid dividends. Alright then, we're in on 10. Counter strat. Let me just try and get this through to the end. But yeah, I would say that Squirrels has honestly got the right idea. I'd want the fresher tires at the end too if it were me. Whoa, no! Oh my god! Well, that's our race. We can still gain a good amount of elo from this, but like that took us out of contention effectively. To drive like hell to get back. Earth shattering. Rippity doo dah, rippity a. But yeah, I mean, the gap was similar last race. I was about this far behind, and then mistake. That's all it takes. So we just need to continue to drive consistent, run our race. Get the best possible total time using the pieces that we have so far. I'm just trying to full push now. That's all I can really focus on. Just driving the car to its absolute limit. We're close on fuel, though. I will say that. That hurt. Little mistakes are really like losing back all the time I'm trying to gain. The fact I'm even making little mistakes in itself is probably the most concerning part. This means I'm far more liable to make a big mistake. I'm gonna try and start driving like a man possessed. We'll see if it pans out for anything. It seems like I'm starting to really close that gap, but that also might just be them trying to save tires. Let me at least get fast lap here while I'm on it. That's what I'm talking about. We're right on the limit, though, as far as fuel. We're right on the limit. Don't play yourself, kid. Let me see what the calculations are saying at the lines. I think it's going to actually be 5.9 when I hit the physical line. We'll see. No, 6.0 still. If I can keep this pace up, I can reel them in slowly, but certainly not all the way. Pace is getting better, and it was good to begin with, so that's a plus, but I need to see if there's anyone that can maintain this. But if I can get him spooked, then I can get in his head. That's half the battle right there. But we do only have 5.5 laps left to do it. We have 5.5 laps left to fuel, and we're really up against every little piece of this. This equation is not favorable for us. If they can just keep their pace, then we immediately... we aren't going to make it, is a short answer. That was good. That was as close as I want to get, and then I was late on the brakes. All those little things. I gained all that time, and I lost it all again. I had to really wait to get on power there. I kind of messed up. I think I overslowed for Dunlop. That's fine. But I think it's getting very clear that like I can't maintain this pace, and they can. That's a simple equation here. Because the tires won't be able to sustain all that. And then he also pitted later, so he's not even as far along on the tire. Also, I'm below target now, so I need to really be careful. Stay with me. Well, almost left it in the gravel there. I'd rather be slow than in the gravel. Yeah, if I hadn't gotten that 3-second penalty, it could have really been a factor here. Oh well. Yeah, there's just no way right now. Not that I'm giving up here. Like, I'm still, you know, gonna keep driving it the same way I've been driving it, but... tires are really just not there anymore. And to be fair, I full pushed. I gave it everything I had to really try and get something out of it, and I was reeling them in, but you add the fact that I was really trying to kill the front tires, plus you already have a lap deficit, which is not in the cards right now. Ah, Squirrel's already got the new fastest lap, though, too. Yeah, car isn't even working the same. I killed it, effectively. Front tires are now at that point where they really can't do much more. And I can respect it. I can totally respect it. Nice and easy. This is a really nice sprint, though. I like this. I like the format. Alright, we have 1.0 dead coming across the line. Just make this last lap fun. Let's make it count. It's our last chance we're going to get to drive the car tonight. Looks like their tires are finally starting to die after a pretty big push, but that might be about it. Yeah, these things really do hit a cliff, though. Like, where they just can't keep up maximum pace. Can't argue with that, though. 2 podiums in 2 races. One of them was a dub, and we lost to people, or the only other person I lost to was higher rank, and they put up a damn good race. But yeah, I'll take what I can get there. That was a good one. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get the raid train started over on Twitch. Thank you guys again for being here. Everyone who followed, everyone who's just in the comments, everyone who's just been doing their thing. Really appreciate it. We had 2 really good races to boot. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Because we have Hako on. Maybe Omega 27. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and give Omega 27 a quick raid. Yeah, there's a lot of like off-track tension there. So I guess there's a lot going on. When I say off-track, I just mean like he was just far enough up the road to where like I wasn't really doing any real intimidation factor until I got that pace in hand. So it be what it be. Anyways, that was fun. That was a good time. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and rate Omega 27. And then for the rest of you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and get things wound down. But if you want to go ahead and catch the next stream, I'm going to plan on Friday. There's a chance I might get on tomorrow. I'm not going to guarantee anything because I don't have a great plan for my day. And I also need to really focus on getting some stuff moved out of here. Let's see. Sorry, my chat is not working super great. But again, to all of you guys who are here, everyone who's just enjoying the vibe, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, whatever time of day it is, I really do appreciate you. It does mean a lot. I love racing and I love getting to do this, even if it's just in the little cupboard. In a little cupboard like a Harry Potter. Fucking J.K. Rowling. But yeah, if it's it means a lot to me. And so I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to bring to the table. There'll be more to come on Friday, like I said, and we will go ahead and pick it up from there. Until then, you guys take care, race fair, and I'll see you next time. We're gonna go ahead and get this raid going now to Omega 27. Whew, yikes, that was a good one. And to the rest of you guys, thanks so much. I'll be seeing you. Make sure to stay tuned. I'm also on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, and if you want to find me on Instagram and TikTok, all the same name, little_regret or little_regret in Instagram's case. But I'll see you guys next time. Later.